Supporting someone who self-harms can be challenging. You may feel uncertain about what to say or how to help, which can be overwhelming. However, the way you approach them and communicate can have a meaningful impact. There are many ways to offer support, while also taking care of your own well-being. It can be difficult to know how to respond if someone you care about is self-harming. You might feel worried, shocked, helpless, frustrated, or even guilty for not being able to do more. You may feel the urge to solve the problem or look for clear expectations. Sometimes people mistakenly think that those who self-harm are considering suicide. However, self-harm does not automatically mean someone wants to end their life. People self-harm for many different reasons, and there are supportive ways you can be there for them. Stay calm. Instead of showing anger or frustration, try to show empathy. Showing anger or panic could leave them feeling guilty about the impact of their self-harm on you. This can make things harder, so try to stay calm if you can. Don't judge. If someone feels judged for self-harming, they may be less likely to ask for help or tell anyone in the future. Let them know you're there for them. This could be a simple text or call every now and again, or going to sit with them. You don't have to talk about self-harm if it doesn't feel appropriate. Try to relate to them as a whole person. It's important to see and treat them as a whole person rather than focusing solely on their self-harm. Continue inviting them to usual activities and events. This can help them feel included and reassure them that your view of them hasn't changed. Avoid labelling them as a self-harmer, as this can make the behaviour seem like a defining part of who they are. You could remind them of the qualities you appreciate about them. Avoid stigmatising language. There's a lot of stigma around self-harm, so try to avoid using shaming or dismissive language, even if you're feeling angry or hurt. Labels like attention-seeking or selfish can be hurtful. Match their words where you can. Using the same language they use shows you're listening and trying to understand their experience. Let them keep control of decisions. Some people self-harm because it gives them a sense of control. Be mindful of this and try to avoid taking decisions away from them. For example, removing objects you think they might use without discussion. If you think removing items could help, ask first. Explain it is one of your ideas to help them stay safe, and try to be collaborative. As it can be hard to completely eliminate access to items, it is usually best to support the person to make those decisions themselves. Offer to help them find support. Ask what would be most helpful, but be patient if they aren't ready to seek help. If they want support, you could research options with them, offer to wait nearby whilst they have an appointment, or help make their environment safer. Make a support or safety plan together. If you feel comfortable to do so, working on a support or safety plan can help someone stay safer when they feel like self-harming or are in crisis. This can be a physical plan or just a discussion around how they'd like to be supported, steps they can take themselves, and certain family members, friends or professionals they'd feel safe to talk to. There are other online resources you can share with them. Be patient. Telling someone to stop self-harming for your sake can increase guilt and could make things worse. Recovery isn't linear. Setbacks can happen after long periods without self-harm. These can be upsetting for both of you, but try to remind them that setbacks are a common part of managing self-harm and they can recover. Acknowledge and validate how they feel. It may feel easier to ignore the behaviour or avoid talking about it, but doing so can deepen their isolation. You don't have to fully understand their feelings. Simply acknowledging them can mean a lot. For example, you could say or text, "I'm sorry you're feeling like this. I'm here if you want to talk." Allow the person to use their own skills and strengths. Being overly involved and offering to do too many things for the person isn't always helpful. This may mean not giving someone the chance to recognise their own strengths or learn how to help themselves when needed. Encourage them to seek support themselves. Look after yourself too and maintain your boundaries. Supporting someone who self-harms can be distressing. Be mindful of the impact on you and make sure you're not offering more than is possible for your own well-being. Make time to care for your own well-being so you can stay well and support them better. Consider peer support groups. Find out about local family or carer groups. Talk to friends or a therapist. Know your limits. You can't fix someone else's mental health. You can only support them as best you can. If your own well-being is being affected, it is important you seek support, and that might include sharing information about this. Don't put other people's needs above your own. You are important as well. There might be a time when you must act against their wishes. If you feel that the person is in crisis or they have seriously harmed themselves, direct them for medical support at the pharmacy, doctors or A&E, or if life-threatening, call 999 immediately. Although this may feel like you are damaging trust, you are doing what is best for their well-being. Ask for help when you need it. Take it one step at a time and forgive yourself when things don't go perfectly. You are doing what you can.